You may all be seated. OH. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Convocation ceremony for the Ohio State University College of Optometry Class of 2022. I am Carla Zadnick, Dean of the College of Optometry. We acknowledge that the land the Ohio State University occupies is the ancestral and contemporary territory of the Shawnee, Potawatomi, Delaware, Miami, Peoria, Seneca, Wyandot, Ojibwe, and Cherokee peoples. Specifically, the university resides on land ceded in the 1795 Treaty of Greenville and the forced removal of tribes through the Indian Removal Act of 1830. We want to honor the resiliency of these tribal nations and recognize the historical contexts that have and continue to affect the indigenous peoples of this land. This awesome class of 2022 deserves our utmost respect. They represent triumph over 2 years of, shall we say, innovative education and resilience in the face of never before experienced or anticipated adversity. I actually believe this experience will hold them in good stead across their careers and lives. What else could happen? When I think of researching how to overcome challenges and obstacles, I venture to say that the proverbial Wikipedia page on the topic could feature the Ohio State University College of Optometry Class of 22. Graduates, simply put, you represent our college's best of the best. At Ohio State Optometry, we are focused on optometric education and vision research. The mission of the college states that we educate excellent optometrists who reflect our diverse communities. In this, our 109th year, the beginning of our second century of educating the optometrists who will provide eye care and save the vision of Ohioans, Americans, and the world's citizens, I am struck by the talent, dedication, and accomplishments of the women and men seated before me. This afternoon represents the culmination of 4 years of study, enriching patient encounters, and above all, personal and collective tenacity, all of which have helped them prepare for their bright, bright future. Let me welcome some of our other luminaries in attendance today. Please stand as I acknowledge you and remain standing. And audience, please hold your applause until I've introduced all of them. The Ohio Optometric Association, first, our partner here in the state. We have a fantastic relationship with the OOA, is represented by President Dr. Shane Foster, and trustees Dr. Sansan Cooley, Tim Freeze, and Greg Nixon. Now you can applaud for them. Joining me here on the stage are the college's academic leaders, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Mike Early, Associate Dean for Clinical Services, Dr. Greg Nixon, and Associate Dean for Research, Dr. Jeff Walleen. Please join me in acknowledging them. Also joining us on the podium, Optometry Alumni Society President, Dr. Chris Smiley. And you're thinking, who are these other folks up on the stage? Well, your graduates know them well. These represent the faculty of the Ohio State University College of Optometry, and I'll speak for them and say they couldn't be prouder. So faculty, would you all stand and be acknowledged? And anybody in the audience as well? We are also ably assisted by the staff of the college, most of whom are working behind the scenes. You probably saw them out in the hallway. We literally could not do what we all do without them. Now, I take great personal pleasure in introducing you to the smart, committed, engaged, lively Ohio State Optometry graduating class of 2022. More about them to come, but know that they are about to become our valued optometric colleagues. We will work with them and see them at homecoming and optometric conferences for years and years to come. I venture to say some of us may actually work for them, perhaps. They represent our legacy and the future of our beloved profession of optometry. They wear that responsibility exceedingly well, and we are proud to welcome them to the optometric profession. We join the Optometry Alumni Society in celebrating two of our own that the Society has selected for special recognition. First, the 2022 Early Professional Achievement Award goes to Dr. Lauren Haverly. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Dr. Haverly is a proud 2014 graduate of The Ohio State University College of Optometry and has practiced in Minnesota ever since her graduation. With what she would call terrible timing, she decided to open a private practice cold in March of 2020. But she's here to tell the story, thanks to her incredible family, friends, and colleagues. Currently, Dr. Haverly serves as the president-elect of the Minnesota Optometric Association, is a member of the American Optometric Association Industry Relations Committee, and is a trustee of our own Optometry Alumni Society. In 2016, the Minnesota Optometric Association awarded her their Young Optometrist of the Year award due to her influence in jump-starting the Minnesota Young OD program that provides new graduates with community and resources. Advocacy, both personally and professionally, will always be a fundamental keystone in Dr. Haverly's life. Increasing quality access to eye care, minimizing healthcare disparities of all communities, and advancing the profession of optometry are some of her top legislative priorities. Dr. Haverly lives in St. Paul, Minnesota with her wife Jessica and their rescue dog Lucy. In her spare time, she enjoys yoga, boating, and splitting her allegiances between the Buckeyes and the Minnesota Gophers. When I met Dr. Haverly's father at her wedding, I asked what kind of a kid she was, and he replied, "She came out smiling." So please join me in welcoming Dr. Lauren Haverly and her smile to the podium, our 2022 Early Professional Achievement Award winner.
Dear class of 2022, can you believe that you survived Dr. Early's neuropractical? Or witnessed the entire College of Optometry physically move a few blocks down on campus? Or, I don't know, earned a Doctor of Optometry degree in the middle of a global pandemic? If I do say so myself, congratulations are in order. I know you're so excited for the next stage in your life, as you should be, but try your best to relish in this moment. You will miss being able to grab Brugger's coffee with your best friend. You'll miss being the first person to hear the latest studies relevant to optometry. And you might even miss a cram session with your best friend or an attending doctor helping you through a particularly difficult case. That's okay. Nobody can take away the last 4 years that you've had here and that you've dedicated yourselves to. Columbus and Ohio State will always be here for you, and we will have your back every step of the way. You are here today because you've shown your worth for the Doctor of Optometry degree. You are the country's brightest doctors to provide exceptional eye care to patients across the country, and know your quest in education should never have a coda, and that the foundation of your knowledge has equipped you for a successful career in patient care, research, academia, or even industry. When I reflect back on my first year practicing optometry, I wish I had more confidence when I worked with patients. I'm just being honest with you, so keep that in mind. You may find yourself questioning a particular case, but know that Ohio State has provided you with the very best optometric education in the country. You are equipped better than anyone to provide exceptional care. Stay humble, stay thirsty for more knowledge, and never try to do it alone, ever. History has proven the best way to accomplish your dreams is by learning from those who have already done it. And if your dream has never been accomplished, well, just don't forget about me when you make it big. Let me tell you the best part. You are now part of a robust network of optometrists that will guide you along your career. You are now a part of a community that will make this world a better place. Lastly, you are now a part of a family of optometrists and that will do everything that they can to ensure you succeed. Tell me, is there any better profession than optometry? I'll wait. By the way, just because you're graduating doesn't mean that it's time to coast. You've invested in yourself and your future, and it's important that you reap the benefits for years to come. Whether your first job is down the street in Columbus or on the Iron Range of Minnesota, join your state affiliate of the American Optometric Association, become a fellow of the American Academy of Optometry, stay in touch with the college. Our profession is only as good as you make it, and we need your active participation. I can't tell you how many patients have told me that their eyesight is their most valuable sense. Let that sink in. You are the guardian of thousands of people's sight, vision, and quality of life. How powerful is that? Recognize that our privilege is just that, a privilege. We are trusted every single day with our patients' most treasured sense. As you begin this next phase of your career, trust in your ability as a doctor of optometry. Believe that our patients' sight is a direct correlation to their quality of life. Know that what you do every single day has value, importance, and purpose. You've got this. Congrats.
Thank you so much, Dr. Haverly. The second award that the Alumni Society gives is the 2022 Distinguished Alumnus of the Year Award, its highest honor, and it goes this year to Dr. Tom Quinn. Dr. Quinn earned his optometry degree in, can I say the year? Is it okay? And his master's degree in physiological optics in 1981 as an advanced practice fellow in cornea and contact lenses, both from our college. After serving on the college's faculty for 2 years, Dr. Quinn and his wife, Dr. Susan Quinn, who I'm going to have stand at this moment even though she's running a video, wave Susan, established a group practice in Athens, Ohio, which proudly serves as an extern site for Ohio State optometry students. Dr. Quinn served as chair of the American Optometric Association's Contact Lens and Cornea section in 2014-15 and was honored to receive their Legend and Dr. Roger Kame Exceptional Service Awards. He served as chair of the Ohio Optometric Association's East-West Eye Conference for 5 years and was presented with their Optometrist of the Year Award in 2016. Dr. Quinn is a fellow of the American Academy of Optometry and a diplomate of its Cornea, Contact Lens, and Refractive Technologies section. He has served the American Academy of Optometry in various capacities over the year and currently chairs its Clinical Investigator Certification Program, leads the mentorship section of the Merton Flom Leadership Course Series, and serves as host of the anterior segment portion of its clinical podcast series. He was the 2019 recipient of the American Academy of Optometry's Vincent Ellerbrock Clinician Educator Award. A passionate believer in the many benefits of contact lens correction, I'm a testament to them today. Dr. Quinn is a fellow of the Scleral Lens Education Society, an advisor to the Gas Permeable Lens Institute, and a past recipient of its Gas Permeable Lens Practitioner of the Year Award. I'm going to add that he is a gifted stage performer, and I recently saw his triumphant return to musical theater in Athens, Ohio, in Song of Singapore, which was at the Historical Society, and having enjoyed his portrayals of both Tin Man and Harold Hill in The Music Man many years ago. Both Drs. Quinn are avid supporters of the College of Optometry, and they endowed a scholarship supporting 3rd and 4th year students who have financial need and demonstrate a history of volunteerism. Dr. Quinn, please offer your thoughts to the class of 2022.
What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy and girl. You guys, it's such a treat to be here. Dr. Zadnik, esteemed faculty, honored guests, Dr. Haverly, and class of 2022. You guys, I've been doing a little digging on you, trying to understand who you are. You guys are so accomplished. I'm thinking, what can I share with this esteemed group? So I thought all I can share is some of the experience that I've had because I've been around a little longer. So as Dr. Zadnik shared with you, I set up practice in Athens, Ohio with my wife many years ago, and that practice is now owned by the OOA president, Dr. Shane Foster, who's rocking it. Prior to that, I knew there was something else I wanted to share with you, and I was skipping it. Tomorrow is mine and Susan's 40th wedding anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. So one of the things that you may have gathered already is that I enjoy singing. And thank you, Dr. Zadnik, for coming down and seeing our show. So when I committed to do the show, it had been a number of years since I'd done one, and I forgot how immersive it is. I mean, it was a blast. But every breakfast, I was working lines. When I was driving to work or driving to the grocery store, I was listening to melodies and harmonies. When I was standing in line to check out at the grocery store, I was practicing dance steps. And yes, I got a few odd glances. So what drove me? Fear. Fear drove me. I was afraid of getting up and not doing my best. So fear can freeze you, but fear can also motivate you. It can energize you. It can get you up and doing when you may not want to get up and do. So my encouraging words for you are, if you feel fear, especially on the eve of such a huge time in your life, embrace the fear and let the energy feed you. So that's taking fear and embracing it. But I want to encourage you not to be afraid to reach out to those who've gone before you, because they can be great teachers for you. They've already gone the road. Look for someone who you aspire to be or follow their path, and don't be afraid to reach out to them. Learn from those who've gone before you. Give you an example. My wife might describe me as stubborn. I say that I'm well decided on what I think about certain things. We had gone to a restaurant, and I looked over the menu, and I decided I'm getting salmon. And now the server came over and was taking an order, and she tried to gently steer me away from the salmon. But I said, no salmon, I'm having salmon. You guys, it was awful. It was terrible salmon, and she tried to tell me. I didn't listen to one that went before me, my server. So don't make that same mistake. See those that you aspire to be and follow their lead. When I taught at Ohio State for those few years right after graduating from my residency, Dr. Errol Augsburg was our clinic coordinator. By the way, he's a Distinguished Alumnus Award winner from 2011. So I'm following in great steps here. I noticed at the end of the day, he always had a clear desk. He would not leave until his desk was cleared. So that's something I tried to emulate in my practice. Every day, try to have a clear desk. I'm sure that my coworkers appreciated it. I'm certain that my patients benefited from that for more quick turnaround time, and I benefited. A less cluttered desk led to a less cluttered mind, which led to better rest at night when I laid my head down to sleep. Speaking of laying your head down to sleep, how many of you, when you lay your head down to sleep at night, are wondering about the future, about the next step? Is it the right step, that next step you're about to take? I've got great news for you. Any step you take, you're going to learn from it. And life will throw you some curveballs. At age 33, with a burgeoning practice beginning, with a wife and 2 children, and just moved into a new house, I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. What? I got too much to do. I can't deal with this. Well, thankfully, due to the magic of modern medicine, I'm doing way better than I was back in those days. And I learned some valuable lessons. Take what happens, go with it. And, well, what happened with the rheumatoid arthritis, I said to myself, what can't RA steal away from me? My voice. I started taking vocal training. Well, you know where the rest of that story goes. So, embrace the future, sing your song, and if it's recommended you don't get it, think twice before ordering the salmon. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Tom. And I imagine as you go out to dinner after this event, you're going to look twice before ordering the salmon, perhaps. Many of you in the audience may not know that in addition to our optometry program, we also house a graduate program in vision science. It is one of 6 such programs based at major universities in the United States, and our master's and PhD students fill many leadership roles in academic optometry across the country. Please welcome Dr. Jeff Walleen, Associate Dean for Research, to the podium where he will present our 2022 graduate students.
Tom, do you think if I got rheumatoid arthritis, I could learn to sing too? No, I don't think so either. So, Dr. Heather Anderson should be the one here giving this talk, but she sends her hearty congratulations to the class of 2022. She hates more than anything that she wasn't able to be here. I also want to congratulate the class of 2022. Today, we are here to celebrate your past accomplishments and your future lives. We're also here to celebrate 11 people receiving master's degrees and 1 person receiving a PhD degree, all in vision science. The graduate program in vision science is a vibrant program of vision research dedicated to the improvement of our knowledge of the visual system in order to better treat individuals suffering from vision symptoms or loss. We will begin today by recognizing our graduate from the PhD program in vision science. Will Dr. Catherine Bickle please come to the front of the stage? Dr. Bickle successfully defended her dissertation titled Comparison of the Ocular Surface in Adult and Pediatric Contact Lens Wearers to ultimately increase our understanding of the impact of soft contact lenses on the front surface of the eye. Dr. Bickle succeeded even though she was supervised by me and will be joining her, receiving her hood tomorrow at the graduation ceremony in the shoe. But please join me in congratulating Dr. Bickle on this most outstanding achievement. And now, will the class of 2022 combined ODMS students please line up to my right? That would be your left, right over there on the side of the stage. The Ohio State University College of Optometry graduating class of 2022 is comprised entirely of hardworking, intelligent students who committed tremendous time and energy to the completion of their doctoral degree. I am pleased to introduce to you a subset of these students who were particularly opportunistic during their 4-year doctoral program in optometry. 11 students from the class of 2022 not only completed their optometric doctorate, but also simultaneously enrolled in the graduate program in vision science and completed a master's degree. While some might say they took the opportunity to earn a free master's degree since their enrollment came at no additional financial cost to them, I can assure you that they more than paid for their degree by taking additional courses on top of an already heavy curricular load, conducting a research project during any gap in their schedule they could find, and writing and defending a master's thesis. These students took on this extra burden due to their recognition of the importance of scientific advancement to inform the practice of their profession and their desire to contribute to that advancement of knowledge. 3 of these graduates had their master's degrees conferred in earlier semesters. The other 8 will receive their master's degree tomorrow at the graduation ceremony at the SHU. But today, we will present each ODMS student from the class of 2022 with an award, either the James A. Bing or the Vincent J. Ellerbrock Award, in recognition of their outstanding accomplishments. The James A. Bing Award was established in 1947 by the Ohio Optometric Association in honor of Dr. James A. Bing, and the award recognizes outstanding graduates for their work in the area of visual perception. The Vincent J. Ellerbrock Award was established in 1966 in memory of Dr. Vincent Ellerbrock, former professor of optometry and vision science. The award recognizes exceptional student achievement in the field of vision science. I will announce each student, his or her advisor, the award received, and the title of their thesis. Graduates, please come to the stage when I announce your name to receive your award and certificate from your graduate program advisor. Our first graduate to be recognized was unable to attend today. Elton Angoni was advised by Dr. Timothy Plagueman and received the Vincent J. Ellerbrock Award for his thesis titled Investigating the Role of Shroom 3 in the Mouse Cornea. Please join me in congratulating him in absentia. Sofia Araujo Hernandez was advised by Dr. Stacy Choi and Nathan Doble, is receiving the Vincent J. Ellerbrock Award for her thesis titled Cone Photoreceptor Density as an Indicator of Retinal Stretching in a Pediatric Myopic Population. Jennifer Bushbach was advised by me and is receiving the James A. Being Award for her thesis titled Determining Content of a Survey of Uncorrected Refractive Error in Children. Jennifer Clam was advised by Dr. Tom Rosh and is receiving the Vincent J. Ellerbrock Award for her thesis titled Evaluation of Meridional Refraction Techniques. Krista Roberts was advised by Dr. Tangling Oi and is receiving the James A. Bing Award for her thesis titled A Visual Field Test Based on the Balance Between the Two Eyes. Dr. Bradley Doherty will present her certificate in Dr. Oi's absence. Lauren Schneider was advised by Dr. Don Muty and is receiving the Vincent J. Ellerbrock Award for her thesis titled Text Polarities and Pupillary Responses. Pratibha Srikantan was advised by Dr. Bradley Doherty and is receiving the James A. Bing Award for her thesis titled Modification of a Head-Mounted Tablet Device for Reading in Low Vision. Jacob Terry was advised by Dr. Nick Fote and is receiving the James A. Bing Award for his thesis titled Surveys of Perceptions in Baseball Batters. Richard Wan was advised by Dr. Colleen Sabula and is receiving the Vincent J. Ellerbrock Award for his thesis titled Effect of MIF Inhibitors Using an N-methyl D-aspartate Damaged Chick Retina Model. Dr. Andy Hartwick will present his certificate in Dr. Sabula's absence. Natalie Wong is advised by Dr. Dion Yu and is receiving the James A. Bing Award for her thesis titled Ergonomic Magnification Method for Reading with and Without Display Size Constraint. Kristen Zeliger was advised by Dr. Andy Hartwick and is receiving the James A. Bing Award for a thesis titled Longitudinal Assessment of Pupil Responses to Red and Blue Light in Youth Hockey Players. Tom, I can't even keep the podium clear for 2 minutes. I've made it a mess up here. Please join me in congratulating these 11 combined ODMS students and 1 PhD student on receipt of their graduate diplomas. As you've heard me say many times, do great things, class of 2022.
It is kind of a mess up here. Okay, on to the main event, the moment you've all been waiting for. Audience, you've only been here waiting for a few minutes. These wonderful, dedicated students, did I mention they're tenacious, have been anticipating this for at least the last 4 years. So let me give you the game plan of what's going to happen next. Family and friends, the graduates are in their seats down here in alphabetical order, and that's how we'll hood them. As your person gets close to their turn on the stage, you are welcome to come down and take pictures from here in the front, but then when your person's done, go back to your seats, please. And Jay's gonna wave at you. He's our professional photographer. If you want a good picture from him, don't get in front of him, okay? Just a little bit of advice. Family and friends, it's also perfectly okay to not feel like this is a formal, high in decorum. You're allowed to whoop it up, applaud. I like the applaud for Richard over here a few minutes ago. So usually that starts about halfway through the alphabet, and the people at the beginning of the alphabet go, what about us? Because my family was so polite. So you are very welcome to give your graduate your heartiest congratulations. No horns. No horns. So they will line up and come to the stage and be hooded in their optometric academic regalia one by one by Dr. Mike Early, assisted by Dr. Greg Nixon. Several of them, you're going to notice some other people on stage, will actually be hooded by their optometrist relative. One of our past guest hooders told us the relationships created because of Ohio State optometry are numerous and immeasurable. Wherever you plant an OH, expect an IO to grow. Professor of Clinical Optometry, Dr. Dawn Godey, is deeply honored at having been selected by the class to read their names as the graduates are hooded. She will also read a couple of sentences that the students supplied about themselves so that you can get to know them just a little bit better. Soon to be doctors of optometry and full-fledged colleagues, here we go.
Dr. Monica Albertson. I'd like to thank my family for being so supportive, the faculty for being wonderful mentors, and my classmates for the amazing memories. This summer, I will be starting an ocular disease residency in brain injury rehab residency at the Palo Alto VA. Dr. Abby Almomar. I'd like to thank my mom, dad, sister Jenna, fiance Adam, and future in-laws for supporting my Starbucks addiction and being my guinea pig patients throughout optometry school. This summer, I'm joining Miamisburg Vision Care, and I'll be focusing on treating glaucoma. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Ryan Day in advance for next year's OSU Football National Championship. Go Bucks! Dr. Elton Angoni. Dr. Angoni is unable to be with us today, but I would like to share the following. He would like to thank his family for the constant support throughout his optometric education. He is forever grateful for all the wonderful friends he was able to make along the way. P.S. Natalie, I still remember the first day I sat next to you, and we immediately became friends. You were the first to make me feel truly welcome, and I am sure you're going to be the most wonderful of doctors, alongside our colleagues, of course. Dr. Jaime T. Antonio. I would like to thank my family and friends here in body and in spirit, and would like to dedicate this moment to my namesake, Lolo Jaime, first-generation Filipino immigrant, United States veteran, and Oji Chen Teijiro, second-generation Japanese-American, interment camp survivor, World War II Navy veteran, career Boeing engineer. In their memory, I begin this next chapter of my pursuit of happiness. Dr. Sofia Araujo Hernandez. I'd like to thank Adriaticos, BTS, and my friends and family for bringing me this far. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Your daughter's a doctor. Columbus, thank you for the 4 memorable years. Dr. Caitlin Bauer. She will be receiving her hood from her husband, Dr. Scott Bauer. I always dreamed about the day I would become Dr. LaScala. While that dream isn't exactly coming true, I'm thrilled to become Dr. Bauer. I owe it all to my loving support system and that cute boy who helped me in optics first year. Then, Dr. Scott Bauer, who will be receiving his hood from his wife, Dr. Caitlin Bauer. I will always cherish my time as a Buckeye, but I cannot wait to return to Nittany Lion Country and wear the old blue and white again. I would like to thank my friends, my family, and my wonderful wife for all their love and support throughout the years. Dr. Carter Bensman. I want to say thanks to my family, fiance, and friends for always being there for me the last 4 years, along with the village idiot. I'm not talking about my 2 optometry roommates, but rather the local watering hole for the class of 2022. Dr. Brittany Nicole Bodo. I would like to thank my family for all the support in helping me reach this major milestone in my life. For that, I guess I can give you free eye care, or at least waive your copay. We'll see. Dr. Kristen Borriello. She will be receiving her hood from Dr. Alex Limergisi. They say it takes a village to raise a child, but I learned it takes a whole lot more to raise an optometrist. I'd like to give the biggest thank you to my mom and Dad for playing such important roles in my life and helping me grow these last few years. Thanks to all 6 siblings who gave me an easy fun fact about me during all my first-year intros, to Alex, who always reminds me of the positive and keeps me smiling, and to the Lamborghinis for being my home away from home. Shout out to the Pings, who are the definition of forever friends. See you in Cancun, girls. Thanks, everyone. Dr. Madeline Brillhart. This was 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% optical prescriptions to fill, 5% coffee, 50% pain, and 100% reason to be changing my name. Dr. Jennifer Bushbach. I cannot believe the end goal is finally here. I want to thank my parents for their steadfast support and my dog Eve for being the reason I smile every single day. Mom and Dad, I'm finally heading back home to Chicago. Dr. Kyler Camper. As I browse my opportunity in sight, I see optometry takes a team of effort and not just 1 or 2. So staying in contact lenses itself to a brighter future where the glass is clear on the other side. So I rest my case. Dr. Jennifer Clam. I am very grateful for my time here at the College of Optometry, and I am proud to call myself an Ohio State Buckeye. I would like to thank all of my classmates, friends, the faculty and staff at the college, and especially my parents and fiance Joey for all the support they have given me throughout these 4 years. I couldn't have made it without you. Dr. Joan Smar. Thanks to Dr. Muty, I'll never forget, long-eyed lasses accommodate less in their glasses. I'm proud to be a long-eyed lass. Dr. Kelly Cruz. I would like to thank my dad for passing on his love of eyes, my mom for answering my stressed out phone calls, my sister for her sense of humor when I needed it the most, and my brother for reminding me I'm the biggest nerd he knows. You 4 have earned free glasses for life. Dr. Mary Curtis. She will be receiving her hood from her father, Dr. Steve Curtis. We all know you aren't supposed to have a favorite child, but as the only one out of 8 children to follow in your footsteps into an optometry, I think it's safe to say that Mary's your favorite, right, Dr. Curtis? Dr. Jihan Dogger. I would like to thank my optometry friends for introducing me to the cool food places in Columbus and then subsequently indulging all my cravings. I would also be remiss not to thank my parents for the many care packages and frozen home-cooked meals. Unlike my clinical skills, my cooking skills have definitely not developed over these last 4 years. Dr. Spencer Day. I want to thank my mom and dad, Stephanie, Carissa, Danny, and Raising Cane's throughout this journey. I can't wait to graduate and finally become an eye doctor because seeing double on the weekends with the friends I made in optometry school is exhausting. Dr. Jess Karen Core Deal. Navigating optometry school and patient care in the midst of a pandemic was not ideal, but I am grateful for the unwavering support I found in my family and friends through those uncertain times. These last 4 years taught me the definition of resilience, strength, perseverance, and I am thankful to have been part of such an incredible class of doctors. I will be continuing my clinical education this July with a residency in ocular disease at the Columbus-Chillicothe VA. Dr. Megan Doyle. Although I'll always be a Hoosier at heart, I'm happy to say my experience at as a Buckeye has been one to remember, thanks to all of my friends that I made along the way and the support from my family. South Carolina has some big shoes to fill, but the warmer weather definitely has the Midwest beat. Dr. Chase Eater. These sentences were arguably one of the most difficult things I had to do in optometry school because no amount of words can even begin to describe how thankful I am to everyone who has helped me reach this dream. But to those that are here, to the Gurners, thank you for always being so welcoming and being my second home. To my mom, dad, and brother, your unconditional love and support has been unmatched and helped me through my hardest times. Lastly, to my girlfriend, Emily, after 4 years and 381 miles apart, we finally made it through. I would not be here without you. Thank you for being in my life and being my rock. Dr. Derrick J Ebon. The old saying goes, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. I've loved being in clinic without getting paid, so I think I made the right choice that I can't wait to begin my career in Columbus. Thank you everyone who helped me get to this point. Dr. Brittany Finch. It feels just like yesterday we were first-year students and permanent residents of the basement of Fry Hall, and now here we are. To my friends, family, boyfriend, and classmates, thank you for your support in making these last 4 years, years to remember. Dr. Christine Fleming. Thank you to my husband, my parents, my siblings, my new in-laws, and my optometry friends who provided me with the love, support, and iced coffee that got me through these last 4 years. I'm so excited to begin my journey as an optometrist working in Columbus after graduation. Dr. Mackenzie Grisham. Many people said I wouldn't make it through undergrad without liking coffee, let alone optometry school. Well, I'm here and I still don't like coffee, so I'm thankful for other forms of caffeine, and of course my family and friends for keeping me going. Let's see if I make it through residency coffee-free. Dr. Presley Hales. I loved my pediatric rotation at OSU so much that I decided upon graduation to move to Pinehurst, North Carolina, where the average age is 60 years old. No more crying in exams. Dr. Eric Hall. I would like to thank my parents for all the love and support my entire life to get me to where I am today. I would also like to thank my girlfriend for always keeping optometry fun and competitive. I'm especially thankful for her being there to examine my eyes when I suddenly got blurred vision, and discovering that I had 2 contact lenses in one eye. Dr. Farida Haroon. Reflecting on the past 4 years has caused me to think that I should start collecting royalties for all the memes I've supplied the class with. Thanks to my family and friends for all the laughs they got me through. Dr. Daniel Heelan. Big thanks to Ron and Gail for supporting me and sending me money when I spend it on extracurricular activities. Thanks to Spencer for 8 great years, and finally to Jack's Pizza. Still waiting on my sponsorship. Dr. Jenna Renee Jamil. Four years of optometry school have flown by, and in the process I've learned about 1 million facts about the eye, met some of my best friends, survived a pandemic, helped take care of hundreds of patients, and now have accepted my first job as an OD at Northeast Ohio Eye Surgeons. A huge thank you to God, my family, friends, and fiance for supporting me through the highs and lows of optometry school. Dr. Shane Jones. I I would like to thank my family, friends, and most of all, my wife, Hannah, for their support and understanding over the many years of school. Your support means the world to me. Dr. Aaron W. Coons. To quote one of my favorite movies that helped me get through optometry school, boy, quite a bit of pomp under the circumstances. The B movie. And even though it only took Barry B. Benson 3 days to graduate college in a beehive, I wouldn't trade that for the 4 years I spent at Ohio State. Dr. Ellen Larson. I have established a new home in Ohio, and I'm here to stay for a while longer. Although I'll miss North Dakota greatly, it will be difficult to get bored in Ohio, especially with the weather, since you get to experience 4 season changes in one day. Dr. Cynthia Nicole Lenhoff. Thank you to my friends and family for supporting me on this long journey. Dr. Kaylee Alexandra Leone, sorry. Becoming an optometrist has been my dream since the 8th grade. I would not be here today without the support from my family and friends, especially Kurt, Spencer the pup, my parents, and my fellow classmates. From our fun times at 17 King Avenue to long hours studying and practicing in Fry Hall, the memories created during my time at Ohio State will last a lifetime. Dr. Stephanie Lee, who will be receiving her hood from her fiance, Dr. Jason Rowe. These past 4 years have been some of the most challenging yet rewarding times of my life. I am truly grateful for all of the experiences that I have had throughout optometry school. I've made lifelong friends, gained an incredible amount of knowledge, and even met my soon-to-be husband. This journey would not have been possible without the ever constant and loving support of my amazing family. Dr. Mitchell McGinnis. Anything is possible when you have the right people to support you. Misty Copeland. I am grateful to be surrounded by the very best here at Ohio State. Dr. Evelyn Mekas. No one tells you how much fun you will have in optometry school. I am so thankful for these past 4 years and the impression OSU has left on me. I am grateful for my supportive family and the friends that I made here that I now call family. I came to OSU for a degree and left with so much more. Pings, I wouldn't have made it without y'all. Thank you. After graduation, I will be moving to Miami, Florida to complete an ocular disease residency at Bascom Palmer Eye Institute. Go Bucks. Dr. Jake Mora. I would like to thank my whole family for all the love and support over these last 4 years. I am excited for my next journey as I plan to move to the Big Apple, New York City, to start my optometry career. Special shout out to Hannah for agreeing to pay half the rent of our future very, very, very tiny apartment that is for some reason super expensive. Also thankful for coffee, because coffee is great. Dr. Brittany Nolt. In the words of Master Oogway, yes, that's Kung Fu Panda, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. That's why they call it the present. Dr. Anna Wynn. Thank you to my husband for cooking all the yummy foods and pushing me through optometry school. Dr. Araba Otu. In ways beyond my understanding, God has kept his promise, and I am now an eye doctor. I am eternally grateful to God, my family, friends, and faculty who saw beyond my circumstances and had unwavering faith and never once planted a seed of doubt. To those who held my hands through the thick and thin, this win is for you. I'm still unsure of where I'm headed with all this eye stuff, but I'm excited to see how the story unfolds. Thank you for being part of it. Dr. Megan Overberg. I thank God for the opportunity to be part of this Buckeye family and my friends for all their love and support along the way. I thank Saturdays, rainy days, and Buckeye football for bringing me great friendships. Thanks to Aaron Coons, third downs will never be the same. Shout out to Dr. Mosissian for putting up with me, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 years in a row and teaching me so much of what I now know. Forever and always, go Bucks. Dr. Poonam Panda. Four broken feet, 3 national board exams, countless exams, and proficiencies later, we finally made it. I'm extremely grateful for my amazing family for supporting my dreams, the Pings for being lifelong best friends, and Wesley for always reminding me to believe in myself. As a girl from the state up north, OSU College of Optometry was the best decision I ever made. Dr. Sarah Restuccio. Ohio will always be home to me, and I could not be happier to have spent the last 4 years here in this state with wonderful friends, family, and colleagues. Next year, my residency position will be taking me to the sunny state of South Carolina. I cannot wait for this next adventure, and I am proud to be a Buckeye. Dr. Krista Roberts. It's hard to believe this day is finally here. Cheers to the Otterbein University College of Optometry class of 2022. Dr. Jeremy F Saxon. I am immensely grateful for the family I have made during these past 8 years at Ohio State, and Columbus will always hold a special place in my heart. I am excited to bring my Buckeye pride into the next chapter of my life as a practicing optometrist in Connecticut. Dr. Lauren Schneider. A wise man once said, while it's always best to believe in oneself, a little help from others can be a great blessing. What a truly great blessing it has been to be on this journey with the support of my loved ones, classmates, and mentors. Dr. Laura Seagraves. Dad, it's time to retire the Michigan attire. Your daughter is officially a Buckeye alum. Dr. Aisha Awa Sadiq. I once asked a doctor I highly admired how they are so cheerful all the time. He said, I have the best job in the world. I help people see better. I can't imagine anything else that would make me happier. I hope to always carry that sentiment with me as I start my journey as a doctor of optometry. Dr. Ellen Smith. Beyond my own siblings and parents, I want to thank my Columbus family. Journeying through optometry school and joining the Ohio State optometry community has been one of my proudest achievements to date. I'm beyond excited for the next chapter of my life adventure, residency in Tacoma, Washington. Dr. Anastasia Solis. I would like to thank my mother for always answering my inconsistent phone calls, my father for teaching me about adulting, siblings for always offering me a break to laugh, my boyfriend for making sure that there's an Elvis juice in my hand after a very long day, and most of all, my grandparents for inspiring me. Dr. Pratibha Sirkatan Lakshmi. It's been an absolute privilege to have been a Buckeye for the last 8 years, but this experience was only as rewarding as it was because of the OSU Optometry class of 2022. Thank you all for being such great friends and colleagues. Dr. Jonathan Zerba. I want to thank my wife and family for their support along this journey. Wishing all of us a long and successful career. Go save some vision. Dr. Jacob A. Terry. Jacob had one goal when stepping onto Ohio State's campus in the fall of 2018, to be a champion. He would like to thank his teammates and fan base who helped him win the slow pitch softball intramural championship and make this dream of his become reality. Dr. Lily Pham Tran. She will be receiving her hood from her cousin, Kimley Pham. I am immensely proud of myself and my classmates for all the hard work we put in to get to this day, while building a genuine bond and love for each other along the way. I am truly blessed with all the support I had along the way from my amazing parents, sisters, family, friends, who turned into family, boyfriend, faculty, mentors, the Jesse Owens South Gym, and the Starbucks next to the clinic. I have loved ones in all different places, and I have endless love for mine here at Ohio State. I am blessed to have had the opportunity of a lifetime to learn and grow here. I will forever be grateful to be a Buckeye. Dr. Emily Ulrey. As I reflect on my time at Ohio State Optometry, I am so thankful for all the skills that I have learned, the lifelong friends I have made, and my parents for their endless love and support these past 4 years. I am looking forward to beginning an ocular disease residency at the White River Junction, Vermont, VA this summer. Dr. Richard Wan. Although I invested countless hours studying, practicing, and improving, I could not have done it without my parents, my fiance, Kelly. Thank you for supporting me in all my endeavors, no matter how lofty they are. Dr. Amber Watkins. This moment is bittersweet. I am filled with happiness and gratitude for all that I've experienced at OSU over the last 4 years. A special thanks to Mom, Dad, Granny, Willis, and Caitlin. Dr. Nate Wasty. I would like to thank my wife and family for their support over the last 4 years. After graduation, I will be moving back to the Hawkeye State, where I will hopefully watch them beat up on the Buckeyes over the next couple of years. Dr. Matthew Wojcik. As I transition into residency and life as a professional, I am grateful to do so alongside all of the friends that I made while at OSU. I appreciate everyone that would meet me in the evenings to quiz each other before tests. I wouldn't have made it without you. Dr. Natalie Wong. I would like to thank my fiance for both his emotional and culinary support over the years. I would also like to express my appreciation for student discounts, as they have saved me a lot of money, and I will sorely miss being able to take advantage of them. Dr. McKenna Ray Young. The hard work is worth it if you love what you do, and I love this profession. Thank you to my family and friends for the unconditional support. Dr. Nicole Zindel. If I had $1 for every time I brought up being from Wisconsin over the last 4 years, I could have almost paid for optometry school. I am so excited to be able to head back to my home state for residency, but will definitely miss my Ohio State optometry family. Dr. Kristen Zeliger. Thank you to our friends and family members for patiently nodding your heads and smiling as we go into detail about exciting clinic cases of the day while you're pretending to know what we're talking about. Your support means more than you can imagine.
I don't see anybody else standing over there. The over-under on my tears was, you could decide, it was about 4, maybe 5. Family and friends, I present to you the Ohio State University College of Optometry class of 2022. So graduates, I have an important task for you to perform now. The first one you will take on as Doctors of Optometry. So all of you stand and get those hoods. Those hoods are weird. Get them back off your shoulders, up from around your waist. Get them where they're supposed to be. Now I want you to turn around, look for your family, friends, and loyal supporters, and thank them and the people watching at home for, well, everything by giving them the best round of applause we've heard today. They truly couldn't have done it without you. Graduates, doctors, you can remain standing. Old habits die hard. And I am going to have the privilege of leading the graduates in their first public utterance of the Optometric Oath. It's in your program. So graduates and all optometrists on the stage and in the audience, stand. Raise your right hand, and we're just going to read the oath all together. We're not going to do a call and response. We're just going to read it, but I will help you, I promise, all right? Excuse what? You want the call and response? No, we're not doing call and response. Okay, here we go. Serious now. With full deliberation, I freely and solemnly pledge that I affirm that the health of my patient will be my first consideration. I will practice the art and science of optometry faithfully and conscientiously and to the fullest scope of my competence. I will uphold and honorably promote by example and action the highest standards, ethics, and ideals of my chosen profession and the honor of the degree Doctor of Optometry which has been granted me. I will provide professional care for the diverse populations who seek my services with concern, with compassion, and with due regard for their human rights and dignity. I will work to expand access to quality care and improve health equity for all communities. I will place the treatment of those who seek my care above personal gain and strive to see that none shall lack for proper care. I will hold as privileged and inviolable all information entrusted to me in confidence by my patients. I will advise my patients fully and honestly of all which may serve to restore, maintain, or enhance their vision and general health. I will strive continuously to broaden my knowledge and skills so that my patients may benefit from all new and efficacious means to enhance the care of human vision. I will share information cordially and unselfishly with my fellow doctors of optometry and other professionals for the benefit of patients and the advancement of human knowledge and welfare. I will do my utmost to serve my community, my country, and humankind as a citizen as well as a doctor of optometry. I hereby commit myself to be steadfast in the performance of this, my solemn oath and obligation. Thanks very much. You can be seated. Our next speaker represents the Optometry Alumni Society, which you heard about a little bit earlier as they gave awards. Students, graduates, doctors, no matter where you end up, you will ultimately be an alumnus of Ohio State and a member of the Ohio State University Alumni Association, even in Wisconsin, even in Nittany Lion land, as I heard, and therefore the Optometry Alumni Society. Now, Dr. Chris Smiley, President of the Optometry Alumni Society, will welcome you to the ranks of Ohio State Optometry alumni.
All right. Thank you, Dean Zadnik. You know, Buckeye, I'm going to go a little off script here for a second, and Buckeyes have a reputation of excellence, right? And somebody said today that it takes more than a village to build an optometrist, and that's very much true. It takes an army. It takes an army of these fine folks that are dedicated to finding the very best optometry students in the United States of America and beyond, and bring you here to this fine institution, and to make the very best of you, to make you into the best leaders, the best eye doctors that they can be. So to this army and this faculty that has brought you here today, please stand and give them applause. Thank you. You can be seated. All right. A little less than 4 years ago, you embarked on this journey at the welcome dinner. You met your fellow optometry classmates for the first time. Little did you know then that the people sitting next to you right now would become not only colleagues, but lifelong friends. As your education progressed, you celebrated first steps in patient care at your white coat ceremony. Much to our surprise, your journey was partially interrupted by a global pandemic. You persevered and you handled adversity like true Buckeye champions. Class of 2022, you have made it. Today, you not only become doctors of optometry, but you become alumni of The Ohio State University and The Ohio State University College of Optometry. With both of those two distinctions comes responsibility. First, as a doctor of optometry, to provide the highest standard of care to your patients and communities that you serve, just as you professed in the Optometric Oath. The second responsibility is to represent this academic institution to the best of your ability. We ask that you do this by taking on leadership opportunities in your communities and your profession. Help us find the next generation of doctors of optometry by being good mentor for others. More importantly, stay engaged. Attend Ohio State optometry alumni events at major conferences such as the AOA Optometries meeting or the Academy of Optometry meeting. For those that move away, make sure you come back to visit Old Columbus Town, even if it is just for some alumni weekends. If you look back 5, 10, or 25 years from now, don't forget the fine professors in this great institution that set you on the path of success. I remember being in your shoes. That moment was like a dream come true. Enjoy these moments. You deserve this. On behalf of all the alumni of the Ohio State University College of Optometry, I congratulate you on a job well done. I welcome you to the profession of optometry and the best damn optometry alumni in the land.
It's only fitting that our last speaker of the afternoon represent the class of 2022. Dr. Kristen Zeliger is from Columbus, where she attended Ohio State as a neuroscience major before matriculating to optometry. She was in Ohio State's Health Sciences Scholar Program and got early optometric experience as a student technician at Albright and Schnulo Family Eye Care. Dr. Zeliger served our student body both as president of her class and as treasurer and president of student council. She received a scholarship from the generosity of the Ohio Optometric Foundation, which is the philanthropic arm of the Ohio Optometric Association. When I introduce any members of our classes, I love to look back at their admissions essays, and in hers, Dr. Zeliger wrote, "Which is better, 1 or 2? Going to my annual eye exam was something I looked forward to doing as a child because I enjoyed playing the numbers game. When the time came for me to get my first pair of glasses in the 4th grade, I was excited to show off my new look to my classmates. I did not realize how important these glasses would be to my vision. The moment I put them on, I could see the details in fabrics and the leaves on the trees. I was amazed." Please welcome the optometry class of 2022 president, Dr. Kristen Zeliger, to the podium.
Thank you, Dean Zadnick, for that wonderful introduction. Before I begin, I would like to thank the faculty and staff of the college and our friends and family members for joining us in our celebration. Your constant support throughout the last 4 years has made our achievements possible. I cannot believe that 3 short years ago, or 3 long years ago, depending on how you look at it, I was standing before you during our white coat ceremony. That day symbolized our transition from the didactic to the clinical portion of our education. I reflected on how far we had come during the first year of optometry school, and now I want to look back on how much further down the road we have traveled to get to today, the end of our formal education and the start of our careers. Entering the fall of 2nd year, we were eager to learn how to use our shiny new equipment. We practiced on each other and spent half of the semester studying for exams with dilated eyes. I remember the excitement felt when we could appreciate the depth of the optic nerve using our fundus lenses for the first time. When we headed home for winter break, we could perform a complete eye exam. The spring of second year brought a new type of excitement as we invited our sibling, mom, dad, or best friend to sit as our first patient. I still thank my sister for patiently enduring that 4-hour exam. Halfway through the semester, we departed campus for our last spring break, unaware we would not be returning to a normal classroom or clinic life. Our class became very good at adapting to change. The transition from in-person to online lecture and clinic discussions went as smoothly as one could hope. Although we enjoyed trying new recipes and picking up new hobbies, we were looking forward to returning to the clinic to continue our education. Would we even graduate on time? Would we see enough patients or gather enough experience? These were questions constantly running through our minds. After an almost 3-month hiatus, it was finally time to return to clinic. Remember when I mentioned we were good at adapting to change? Well, we hit the ground running hard. In the span of 2 weeks, we had practiced eye exams on each other daily, had taken our final proficiencies, and saw our first real patients in clinic. We slowly built our confidence as clinicians over the 3rd year while rotating through numerous specialty clinics. On top of that, we logged countless hours in the library preparing for part 1 of our national boards exam, while keeping up with our didactic exam schedule. Even during these tough times, our class continued to uphold the reputation of overachievement, consistently scoring higher averages on exams than previous classes and obtaining a 94% first-time pass rate on part 1 of national boards. 1 year ago, we set out for our 4th year extern adventures. Many of us traveled across the country to advanced practice or VA sites. When not busy seeing patients, we took full advantage of the opportunity by squeezing in road trips to national parks or exploring new cities during the weekends. We could finally perform an eye exam in under an hour and figured out which areas of practice we enjoyed or didn't so much enjoy. If the 4th year wasn't busy enough, we prepared for 2 more parts of national boards exams. 11 of us defended a master's thesis. A large percentage of the class applied for and got accepted into residency program for specialized training. Many of us secured a job in a dream city or are looking forward to returning to a practice in a hometown. This past week, our class spent quality time with each other, hiking in Hocking Hills, visiting our favorite spots along High Street, and enjoying one last gathering at the ESIE fraternity house. While our class will soon be physically separated, we are only a phone call away from each other. We can look forward to being reunited at the next optometry conference, class reunion, or homecoming celebration. We will never be alone as we step into our careers as optometrists. We have the support of the wonderful optometric community, especially our Buckeye family. As you can see, we have come so far in our journey over these past 4 years. Although our formal education is ending, we will remain lifelong learners. This is why it is called the practice of optometry. We should never stop growing as clinicians. We must seek the best care and advancements for our patients. Be proud of all we have accomplished and use this knowledge to better the lives of our patients. Congratulations to my fellow class of 2022 Doctors of Optometry. We finally did it.
Congratulations, Dr. Zeliger, and thank you so much for your many years of dedicated leadership. Before we adjourn, please join me in thanking the architects of today's ceremony, our dedicated staff members, Jen Bennett, Sarah Couples, Carrie McTighe, Becca Roby, Heidi Bosworth, and Carol Wilcox. Their hard work led to the event you've attended today. So there you are, newly minted doctors of optometry, poised to provide decades of eye care to literally millions of grateful patients. And I'd like to launch you with a poem by Christopher Logue. Come to the edge, we might fall. Come to the edge, it's too high. Come to the edge. So they came, and he pushed, and they flew. Before I close the ceremony, I would ask as we exit, everyone in the audience who's not wearing seafoam green, please stay seated. And what will happen is the faculty will lead you out, graduates then, and then family and friends, you can exit and find your person for hugs and pictures. But before we do that, it is our tradition, no matter what location we're in, to sing Ohio State University's alma mater, Carmen, Ohio. That singing will be led by Dr. Christine Fleming, a member of the class of 2022, and she would tell you as well, hand motions at the end are always welcome. Stand.
Oh, come, let's sing Ohio's praise and songs to alma mater raise, while our hearts rebounding through with joy which death alone can still. Summer's heat or winter's cold, the seasons pass, the years will roll. Time and change will surely show how firm thy friendship. Ohio.
To the Ohio State University College of Optometry class of 22, you represent the best educated, the highest achieving, the most deeply committed, the most resilient, and the most altruistic. We are so proud of you. You represent dreams fulfilled, promises kept, and futures launched. Congratulations, doctors, and go Buckeyes.